Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here, and today I've got a special treat for you. See, over the last handful of years, the board gaming hobby has been growing and becoming more apparent to mainstream audiences and mass media. Well, this video is proof to this because I'm going to be interviewing a Hollywood cast about a new web series they recently launched called Meeple People. Now this is about an eclectic group of geeks in their 30s who shamelessly have their weekly game night. Now it's funny and they have some actors you might be familiar with, like Josh Sussman, who played a role on Glee, and some other great actors and actresses as well. So I'm going to talk to them, interview them, see how it went, talk about the clips. I'm going to show you a trailer clip about the show. So let's get going on with the interview. We'll see you on the other side. First, I'd like to introduce you to the creators. We have Erin Rose Widener and Dean D'Onofrio. Yes. Hi guys, how you doing?
Hi. Thanks for having us. We're so excited to be here.
Well, thanks for coming. We also have some of your talent that's here. We have Josh Sussman. Josh is probably best known for being on the TV show Glee. Say hi, Josh.
Hello. How you doing?
Fantastic. Thanks for taking some time out of your day to join us. We also have Natalie Palamides, who is best known for Powerpuff Girls. How you doing, Natalie?
Hey, good. How are you?
Fantastic. That's a nice head hanging on the wall behind you. That's quite nice.
Thank you. Yes, a bear head.
That's awesome. And we have Pratesh Shah, who's also on the show as well. Say hi, Pratesh.
How's it going?
Fantastic. Thanks for joining. So, Erin Rose and Dean, so I've given a little background about what this show is about. So tell us how this got started. Where did this idea come from?
Well, I am a board game geek. So I've been, this is all, I've been hosting my own game nights for just years and years and years. So Erin Rose, I cast Erin Rose in a play, because I put on plays every year, and invited her to a game night when the play was over, and she said, like, this is so fascinating, you know.
Because I've always loved board games too, but like I also didn't understand the extent of the world of board games until I actually went over to one of Dean's game nights, and I was like, this is crazy. Like, I didn't realize how many games were out there.
Yeah, and she was like, you know, have you thought about doing, like, writing something, like, in this world?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I've always wanted to do something like that. She's like, she's like a pusher. She's like, let's do it, like, right now. Like, let's do it. And then, so we just started writing, you know.
Yeah.
So you had this idea and you wrote this up, and then obviously you've got some amazing talent on the show. So how did the casting come about? Like, did you have people in mind for the roles that you wrote?
That's right. Some of the roles were actually written for
people. So like Natalie is a great example, which is Natalie and I actually met doing the play that Dean and I met in. So Natalie and I were in the same play, and so then when Dean and I started writing, we were like, God, we'd like have to include Natalie. Yeah. Like, we love her.
And we even named the character Natalie.
Named the character Natalie.
Just so that she could not do it at that point. She had to do it at that point.
That's so sweet.
So we've given people some background, some general ideas of what the show is about. We've met you a little bit. I think now's a good time to probably show sort of a little teaser or a trailer clip of this. Erin Rose, why don't you set this clip up for the viewers, the sneak peek that we'll be showing them here.
Yeah, so this is during a party game. So Emily and Brad have come over for game night, and they are thrust into the middle of party games, and Emily is unsure of whether or not the board game thing is for her. And Brad is really desperate to make an impression, like a good impression. And so I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, well, here we go.
I don't what this is. I have no idea. I don't recognize it at all.
10 seconds.
Let's go. Come on, change it. What
was that? What is wrong with you, man?
I feel like you're just having. It should have something to do with each other.
Oh my God! Quiet. Our turn.
Our turn.
Quiet.
Good luck. It's a toughie.
The struggle was real.
All right, team, if we get this, we win.
Let's go, Sue.
And
Go.
Orville Redenbacher.
Yes.
Are you
Kidding me right now.
What is wrong with you?
I was popping!
You were having a fit. There was no
You
corn.
just
That's
do
how
it.
Corn
There was-
pop!
It doesn't even pop like that
I
in
have
Russia.
watched corn popping before, very closely.
We won. Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry. Don't realize my own strength. How does it feel to be a winner?
Oh, well, you guys got all the clues. I mean, it was pop culture, so if it's after 1873, I'm not very helpful.
But you were on the team.
I guess, but I felt like I was really more of a burden than anything, you know?
All right, forget time's up.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling you're going to love this next one.
Next one.
Uh-huh.
Oh! Lewis and Clark.
Right?
That's awesome.
Yeah. 2 hours max. Maybe 2.5. Plus I got to explain the rules. That's another 45, no biggie. 4 hours tops. Ted, you up for some LNC?
Brad, did I hear your phone go off? Did you maybe get a text or something?
Nope. So, strategy.
As you guys noticed from that clip, you may have recognized that Erin Rose we were talking about is one of the creators, but you may have recognized her in that clip, right?
She's in that clip? Oh my god.
I weaseled my way in. I
It
did.
was her. That was her.
Yeah. We didn't tell you guys, but she's in it.
No, the funniest part about that clip, I mean, really, is you guys did an amazing job of like showing what Time's Up is like. I mean, Josh, when you sit there and you get like this one little thing, and you're like, Orville Redenbacher, and it's like you were right on. And the funny thing is that happens in that game all the time.
Yeah.
It's a proud feeling when you get it and you know it and you're precise, like you're in the military. And I was like a sniper, and I just hit that Orville Redenbacher.
Have you guys found yourselves having your own game nights or having game nights with each other now?
That's in the works. That's in the works.
That's a good idea.
I would be down.
That's in the works. So, and let me tell you this: if we get to do more, it's going to be a mandatory game night like every week while we're shooting.
Hey, I played Werewolf and I did well. I won.
Yeah, One Night Ultimate Werewolf, and Pritesh played that, and he
He
did
did.
quite well.
Yeah.
Wait a second. They have Ultimate Werewolf. Is this the game on your phone?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
I love that game. I just played it this past weekend.
Were you a
They
werewolf?
called it-
Yeah. What
I
were
was a
you?
werewolf. One of the times I was a werewolf. Yeah.
You were.
Did you fool everybody?
Yeah. I did. I did. They're mad. They're mad. I tricked them. Sorry.
People are liars. It's stressful, and then you're being. I was innocent one time, and people thought I was the werewolf, and I was being accused, and I was pleading my innocence, and like I got kicked out of the village or however it happens. And
Yeah.
Josh, you just look guilty.
well, that's one of my. Ever since I saw The Fugitive, that's been one of my biggest fears.
Is there anything else that you guys would want to share?
Well, I just thought it was fun. Like, you know, we were shooting. It was very fast. Like they did it a lot in a little amount of time, which is very hard. But so like they had to make sure we knew how to play the game still when we were shooting, because it couldn't like look. Everything still had to be in the right spot. So like I just remember being like, wait a sec, like is this coin supposed to be here right now? And, you know, like. I just thought it was really fun that even though the characters were playing the game, like we still had to know how to play the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was just funny because Dean was like, "Okay, these are the rules." You know, it's like we're on like such a tight
Yeah.
shooting schedule, and
I was
they're
getting
like-
my nerd on with them,
yeah,
and I could see their eyes going like, "What?"
yeah. Explain like all these rules like normally takes like maybe an hour to explain, and he's like, "Okay, this is what you need to know." Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Most of the other time, these two characters were playing Phuket, which is not a real game,
Yeah.
so they had to just pretend
To move stuff.
to move stuff
And
around.
be competitive.
But we were very particular about, for the other games, like Lords of Waterdeep, Natalie was playing Kingsburg.
Mhm.
We were very particular about because we want it to look authentic. Like move here when it's your turn, do this, roll the dice, and then do this. So
you should have had a game PA to keep track of every move.
Yeah,
it's a lot to think about.
And Aaron Rose learned Lewis and Clark.
Yeah,
got to play that.
Sure did.
In fact, one of our cast members, Nelson, who plays Ted, loved it so much he went out and bought the game
immediately.
Wow. Immediately. Yeah.
It's so funny because from that clip that we played earlier, it's so watching your face, Aaron Rose, when he's you look so excited because you have this history background. He pulls out Lewis and Clark, and you look so excited. He's like, 4 hours max, and you're like, I review hundreds of board games a year, and it's still one of my favorites that I bring to places when I don't know people. I'll bring it, and I've never seen it not go over well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Very popular at my game night.
Yeah.
Dean, is there anything else about the show that you want to let people know about?
Well, we're just excited for everybody to see it, especially the board game community.
Yeah.
And it's a passion of mine. It combines my two passions, which is filmmaking and board games. So I'm just excited to share it.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Cool.
And I think the overall theme message of the show is about finding your people and finding your tribe, and I think that's so true in the board game community. You find your people,
That's
and it's
right.
that's what we love about this.
I've found some of my closest friends through my game night, so that's what we want to reflect with this.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is going to be excellent. I think it's going to go over huge in the board game world. I've seen not only the clip that you all just saw, but I've seen a couple other clips, and I got to tell you that it's more of what you just saw. It's hilarity, it's real, it's funny, and the characters are great. And I think the board gaming world is going to be excited to be looking at all of these as they come up.
Yay!
Tell a friend.
Laugh.
Thanks so much, Dan.
Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the interview and it brought something to your attention that you didn't know about previously. And I hope that you'll join me in watching the show. Now, I've placed a link below me in the description of this video, and that will take you to the first episode. And you can subscribe to their channel to see upcoming episodes. And you can also see other recent episodes that have been released. Now, this has been the Game Boy Geek, breaking down barriers, growing relationships through board games by helping you find the next board game and show that you'll love.